So another problem involving finding equivalent resistance, as resistance seen from here, let's call it R equivalent maybe. So we have to find what R equivalent is. Now when we look at the circuit carefully, what we can see here, let's start from this side where the arrangement is obvious. So here these two are in parallel, 20 and 5. So 20 and 5 parallel would be 20 times 5 over 20 plus 5, which is 4. So I will redraw the circuit. So that will be 16 here and 18, 9, 18 this in this direction, then 9. So that's 16 ohms, 18 ohms, 9 ohms, and then 20 here. This one becomes 4. This is the equivalent of 20 and 5, and there is a 1 here. So yeah, this one goes there. It's the same point basically. So 20 and 1 ohms there and 20 ohms there. And we had 2 ohms there as well. So here there will be the 2 ohms. Sorry. So that's there, 2 ohms. So now what happens here, I will use maybe another color, maybe red now. So these two are in series. So these two becomes 5, and once they become 5, what I will do here now, instead of redrawing the whole thing, I will erase and draw just one resistance. So maybe I will erase this part. These two, when added, it becomes just 1 ohms, sorry, 5 ohms, 4 plus 1, 5 ohms. Now we can see that 20 ohms and 5 ohms are again in parallel. So now maybe it's a good idea to redraw it. So that's 18 ohms, that's 16 ohms there, that's 9 ohms there, 9 ohms, that 2 ohms stays there, and 20 and 5 in parallel. Those two, the equivalent value is 20 times 5 over 20 plus 5 like before, so that becomes 4. So we have 4 ohms there, 4 ohms. So sorry, this one will be like that. So 4 ohms and 2 ohms, these two are coming in series, so they are becoming 6. So after they becoming, so what I will do, I will erase these two resistances and replace them with just one resistance of 6 ohms. So the series equivalent is 6. So 9 ohms and 6 ohms are coming in parallel. So that is 9 times 6 over 9 plus 6, that's 15. So that becomes, so that is 3.6. So what we have now is 16 ohms there, 18 ohms there, and we have like there, the equivalent is 3.6 ohms there, sorry, 3.6 ohms, 18 ohms and 16 ohms. So this is the resistance that we want to find. The equivalent of 18 and 3.6 again is 18 times 3.6 over 18 plus 3.6, that's 21.6. So that one is 3 ohms. This one goes 6 times, and that's 3. 16 over 18 over 6 is 3. So now what we have, these two parallel combination is becoming, the equivalent is 3 ohms, so that's 16 ohms there and then just 3 ohms there. So these two are in series, so the final value is, the equivalent resistance Req is becoming 16 plus 3, that's 19 ohms. So that's the result.